Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm back again with another new life update, if you will. Today marks a pretty big milestone for me. Today marks 1 month since I started this whole journey. More specifically, it marks 1 day to the date that I started taking microdoses. So this video is going to be a bit of an update on everything I've been doing for the past month, some of the changes and effects I've noticed, as well as what's happening moving forward. So a quick review on my microdosing cycle. I take 0.1 grams of psilocybin every 3 days, and I try, keyword try, to journal. I know I've been slacking on that recently, but I'm going to talk about later how I hope to improve that. As you may or may not know, the whole reason I started microdosing was to combat my depression and better my mental health, and the whole new life journey is to better my life overall. I can thankfully say that since starting microdosing, I have noticed a number of beneficial changes to my life, or at the very least my mental health. The main thing I've noticed was my attitude in day-to-day life. So for example, I recently started a job. I started a job over this month. I'm a server at Kiki's Breakfast Buffet. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's a nicer breakfast brunch cafe. However, when you're a server at a nicer brunch place in Boca Raton, things get a little stressful, to say the least. Since starting microdosing, and especially on dosing days where I go to work, yes, I will be unbelievably stressed, but my attitude is noticeably different. I will go into work feeling so upbeat, and that'll stay throughout my shift, despite being stressed out of my mind. Now, I don't want to say that microdosing has been a miracle worker. I obviously still have blah days, because that's gonna happen. But the number of blah days that I've had throughout the past month are significantly less than what I've been used to. Outside of the mental health aspect, I've noticed a couple other things too. For starters, my sleep schedule has improved significantly. However, I am fairly certain it has nothing to do with microdosing and 100% to do with my job. But it's still a nice change. Another thing I've noticed, a more broad general thing, is that I tend to be a little more open-minded about a lot of things. I don't really have an example for that because it is just a general change I've noticed, but again, a welcome one. Something I've noticed recently is I have the desire to want to go out and explore more, want to go to places I've never been, see what's nearby, cool places to go hang out, do new experiences, things like that. The problem with that is I'm still struggling to turn those thoughts into a reality. There's still lots of days where I just sit in my dorm and stuff like that. All of these changes are exactly what I wanted out of the microdose. However, they are very slight. And what I mean by that is if I wasn't actively keeping an eye out on the different things, I don't think I would notice them. What is it going to look like moving forward? I still plan on keeping the same dosing schedule that I've had, the on 1 day off 2. The only change that I will potentially make is the amount that I'll be taking. Now, I'm not going to drastically change this. I'm still going to give it a couple more cycles, see what happens, because everything I read and hear about says that the effects aren't really going to be noticeable at least until a month. Still going to give it a few more cycles, see what happens. But as of right now, the plan is if I don't notice anything significant, I'm going to bump up the dose. However, by a very small fraction. I'm taking 0.1 grams now. If I bump it up, I'll be bumping it up to 0.15, no more than 0.2. The plan with this is it's not going to drastically change, just make the effects I'm noticing now just a little more prominent, and that's what I'd like to see. Another huge part of this new life is not just the mental aspect, but the overall quality of life. So yes, my mental health, it's on a solid path. However, everything else still needs a lot. Physically, I need to get into the gym more. I need to start eating healthy, stuff like that. Socially is put on the back burner. I'll talk about that in a second. But the thing with the physical health is it's so much easier to talk about it, say all these things and stuff like that, than it is to go out and make it a reality. So that's going to take a lot of discipline, lots of personal drive, so that I can turn these thoughts into reality, make this happen. Socially, I definitely want to improve my presence on social media. If you follow me on TikTok, you know that I like to post my journals on there, but there's no denying that the quality of those has gone down drastically. When I first started the journals, I was posting these with edits, cuts, captions, background music. Now I'll just film a little minute-long clip, no editing, and post it. I'd like to make these more interesting to watch. Another thing I'd like to improve on in the social media world is not only the quality of the content I put out, but the type of content I put out. So far, I've only posted TikToks and YouTube videos regarding this journey of mine. And while yes, that'll still be a main focus of mine, I'd like to post different things that are more interesting for me to film and more interesting for you to watch. What that is, I'm not sure yet. If you have any suggestions or ideas, please feel free to let me know in the comments below or anything like that. But with all that being said, this has been the first month of my new life. This journey so far, it's been a little odd, but overall it's one I enjoy. I'm excited to see where this road takes me, and I'm really hoping you'll travel it with me. I know I say this in every video, but your viewership and support means the absolute world to me. I can't even express into words other than that. So thank you. Thank each and every one of you. I appreciate you more than you know. Whether you're watching on YouTube, TikTok, or anything like that, whether you've seen every single post I make or this is your first time seeing my face, it means the world. If you want access to all my other social medias, there's a link down in the description that'll have links to everything. YouTube, even though you're on that right now, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff is down in the description below. If you want to check that out, feel free. But either way, thank you so much for watching. I'm very excited to see what comes next in my life, and I hope you will be there with me, keeping track of it all. But either way, thank you so much for watching. I'm very excited to see what comes next in my life, and if you want to keep up to date, feel free to hit that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. This has been 1 month into this journey. Talk to y'all next time. Have a great night.